YouTube? It's Black Rain and I'm back with y'all with another video. I have been gone, man. I've been gone for a couple weeks, man. I've been going through a lot. I have been going through a moving process from my old place to my new place, and as you can see, I'm in a different bedroom as usual from my last setup. I've been missing a lot. I have been missing a lot of content. It's been like, what, 12 days or 13 days since my last post. That's been the thing recently. Like, I post every 2 weeks now, which is not intentional. It's accidental because I have been in different settings, I've been in different situations, and it's just gotten to the point where now I'm trying to get myself back in the groove of posting as much as I want to. But we'll see how it goes because now I'm in the new place. I finally got most of my stuff unpacked and I got a little bit more situated. I did have a video recorded for you guys, but I didn't like where I was. I didn't like the lighting, I didn't like the setting. I tried to just push through, but I was like, bro, no, if I'm gonna record something, I wanna record it in decent lighting, in a comfortable setting, and I want to give you guys as much information as I can. This past couple weeks have been a lot of things going on. There have been a lot of things going on in pro wrestling. There's been bad blood. We got Raw moving to 2 hours. Jey Uso winning the IC title, which I did mention in my last video. We have the Bloodline story finally rolling over. Jey Uso returned. Jey Uso is back, which I am so happy about. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Jey Uso is my favorite Uso. I say that because when this guy hops on the mic, it's just like, bro, the way he speaks is just like, you can have some slang to you, but it's like, bro, he just speaks so much. But no knock against Jey at all, but Jey Uso speaks so well, and I feel like we were missing that because with Jey being on his own, he's great, but there's a reason Jey was the mouthpiece of the Usos. I think Uso deserves his own solo run, honestly. Like, this man came back to a great reaction. This man has legacy factor. He's a legend already, bro. So I mean, there was no doubt he was gonna get a big reaction. People online wanted Jey Uso to return. Roman Reigns is consistently on the shows. We got the Bloodline story picking up. Kevin Owens turning, well, supposedly turning heel this past Friday. We got last night's Raw where the War Raiders got their name back. They're now the War Raiders and not the Viking Raiders. But last night's Raw was taped. It wasn't as interesting. Any taped show is not interesting, honestly. Just my personal opinion. But what I wanted to talk about was Jey Uso losing the Intercontinental Championship. What does that mean exactly? Exactly what I said. Jey Uso won the title a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Raw versus Braun Breaker. Now, that was one of the best favors we could have gotten from WWE, like one of the greatest gifts we could have gotten from WWE. Because I have been wanting Jey to win a singles title for years now. Ever since the first time he challenged Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, when he came back in 2020. I wanted Jey Uso to win the world title, but I knew it wasn't gonna happen. But when Jey Uso challenged him again at Money in the Bank, I wanted Jey Uso to win the WWE Championship. And then we got the match at SummerSlam where Jey Uso lost again. And then he had I think he had an IC title match against Gunther a couple times. He had a US title opportunity. It was a lot of opportunities Jey had that he just kept losing. And I was just like, you know what? I give up. I'm not gonna keep holding out hope for this. They're not gonna give him a title. But they pull the trigger with him against Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is a future star in this company. I feel as if the only reason Jey Uso won that title was WWE saying, okay, here you go, shut up. He got a title. But he's gonna win it next week on Raw. Braun Breaker's gonna win the title back on next week's Raw. And that's what a lot of people are not going to like. There are a lot of Braun Breaker fans out there that's been online saying when Jey won the title, they were like, oh, how could you do this? You buried Braun Breaker. There's that buried word again. You've stopped his momentum. You guys have ultimately ruined his shot at becoming a top guy, which is BS because Braun Breaker is not buried. He's still getting title opportunities. And he's going to continue to get title opportunities. It's Jey Uso losing is the best way to go because they're going to pull Jey into the Bloodline story. They already got the wheels in motion with Jey Uso showing up to Raw to try to talk to Jey. We're going to get them two getting back together ultimately. That's the end goal. Get them alongside Roman Reigns. They may bring Sami Zayn over, but here's an unpopular opinion, guys. I don't think Sami Zayn should be involved in the Bloodline story.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Will it get a cheap pop? Yes, because he was part of the OG Bloodline as an honorary Us. But my personal opinion, I've never really liked Sami Zayn in the Bloodline because I've never fully been invested in Sami Zayn. I don't know what it is. Just I don't know if it's his character, if it's his. I don't know what it is. I've never been fully invested in Sami Zayn. I thought he was a bit overrated. This man defeated Gunther's 600 plus day reign, almost 700 day reign as IC champion. And I'm just like, bro, really? But I mean, I guess. And I just know for a fact they're gonna pull Sami Zayn into the Bloodline story. That's just inevitable. It's going to happen. But yeah, just my take. I don't think he should be in this. I think they should pull somebody like Hikuleo or Zilla Fatu into the story. But that may not be the case. But yes, Jey Uso is losing the Intercontinental Championship. How do I feel about it? I think it's the right move. I think Braun Breaker should just win the title back and go on a lengthy reign to establish himself as the face of Raw or face of WWE as one of the future stars and make his way up to the world title scene. I do think that maybe Jey Uso will get another singles run, but I don't know. But who knows? We don't know what the future could hold. We don't know what that could be. But as far as the Bloodline story, that is going to pick up even more once Jey Uso gets on board and allows himself back with Roman Reigns. How will that work? Roman apologizes, maybe, but as we've seen on this past SmackDown, Roman is not too fond of having Jey back in the Bloodline alongside him and Jimmy. Roman's literally said no yeet when Jimmy proposed the idea of getting Jey. He mentioned Jey indirectly, but once Roman found out what Jimmy was talking about, he was like no yeet, which means that Roman still does not have love for Jey. So as far as everything that's been going on, I've been enjoying WWE TV. I think everything's been pretty good. You got the Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley feud, which is kind of getting kind of boring. Raquel Rodriguez returning, which the role she's in now, I like, even though her re-debut was kind of botched. But I do like the role she's in. No more back flexing, no more whatever theme song she had. Hopefully that's gone. She hasn't come out to a theme song. She comes out to Liv Morgan's theme song. Hopefully they don't bring her terrible theme song back. No more back flexing. No more forced smiles. It's just straight up poker face, straight up bodyguard vibes. And I like that role she's in. I like the fact that Dominic Mysterio is still getting the heat that he's getting. But I don't know where they're going to take this Judgment Day story. I don't know how long this is going to go for. Damian Priest even mentioned last night that he's still beefing with the Judgment Day as long as Rhea Ripley is. I don't know if they have plans for Damian Priest. I have no idea, but we'll definitely see what they bring. We'll definitely see how that turns out. As far as everything else, I've thoroughly enjoyed. I like the fact that they took Raw to 2 hours because it's more digestible. I do think that Raw being at 2 hours is the best way to go, even though the past 2 weeks of the shows haven't been the greatest. They're trying to get adjusted to the new timing, the new schedule, but over time it's gonna get better. I hope they don't bring SmackDown to 3 hours. That's gonna be that defeats the purpose of taking an hour from Raw, but we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to come to you guys with an update, my thoughts on what's been going on the recent happenings. We'll see exactly where WWE goes, and hopefully we'll get some more storylines built up, important storylines. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I will see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be soon. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications and get notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.